Where are we? You on? Oh, yeah, we are. All right. Good late morning, everyone. Mike V. Let me do something right here. They sell something. Oh my God. All right. So you know what it is? The market is dominated lately. It's a new normal. And for those that were familiar with the previous administration, the Trump administration, know that he loves to chirp and moves markets. UNG. It's that headlines and earnings. It was just like sans the AI chip hiccup or DeepSeek. It was tariffs predominantly over the weekend. Now we're getting into earnings, and in a second, I'll get to the board. I implore everybody, please, let me cover this up here so I don't get distracted. I'll tell you one thing: the same has been happening. Any stock that has been breaking above the previous day's high, especially if it's breaking a new high, maybe if you even buy it through some sort of flag like a HIMSS, IBM, Meta, it's been working. That's the easier money, but you can't do it all the time. That's been working. Okay. Tradeview markets, lowest commissions, tightest spreads, award-winning service. If you don't have good service and you don't have people trading and you don't like it, what you do, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter. All right. It's the third. It's starting to be a family office as big as it is with hundreds of employees. I digress. Sponsoring TradeGateHub. Every day, Coach and I do a video. Coach started off at 9:30 this morning, Monday. Probably arguably, my opinion, one of Coach's best video of the weeks regarding of who he gets as a guest. I'm not going to consider that. I think we have a big guest later this week. We'll be posting on TradeGateHub. Because if you look at the bottom, guest speakers, we have arguably multiple times some of the top 10 traders, if not top 10 authors in history. Peter Grant, Jack Schwager. Hold on, Coach. Watch Coach's video. All right, getting back to what we're doing now. This is it. Sometimes you need some new pockets. Feels like you need some new pockets of momentum to emerge. Let me go what I posted last evening on TradeGateHub, and we'll get to it in a second. You know what? Look at this. This is my news board, at least my generic news board. Fed Collins, Mexico's president. This is another one that I posted. PGH, the art of the deal. Now they said, I'm running ahead. Playbook. Remember, short term. It's headline news and earnings. This is the economic report for the week. Posted every day. Click images to enlarge. Okay. UNG, you bastard. Catalyst week for the catalyst. The video MicroStrategy, high level of volatility. I mean, if you're watching TGH, you don't need to be told that, but it helps build a plan, a muscle memory plan. Trust me. Goldman Sachs believe tariffs on Mexico and Canada will be short-lived. Yeah, it lasted about 2 hours. And now you have Trudeau speaking at 3 o'clock when it comes to Canada Eastern. I'll get to it in a second. Was last week just a bare flag? I don't know. It's technicals. That's a technical, but there's a bull market somewhere. It's an hourly. There's a bull market somewhere. We'll get into a lot of those. German stocks most overbought in a decade, by the way. We'll see how Europe closes a little bit. Upcoming key events this week. You have big daddies all across the board. Planeteer, PayPal, Pepsi. May not think so, but it is. Google, it is. AMD, CMG, EMP, everything. Uber. A lot of calls in Uber. And you know what? They were buying calls in Lyft this morning. And I didn't buy it because it's below the moving averages. I have discipline now. All of a sudden, after 29 years, I have discipline. But without rules, there's chaos. And I implemented rules. I'm actually holding very well to them. And it's been, it shows. It does. In the past week, retail trade, by the way, is the Public Jesus feed, which, by the way, those that follow my Twitter feed, I only follow 61 people. All of them are hardcore market related. Okay. Jesus being one of them. Don't leave it only up to me with calls. TLT been taking calls. Nice trade. Coming up to a little bit exhaustion. IBIT taking calls this morning worked. Okay, so what I'm saying is, this is from the Jesus feed. It's not, I'm not, I'm neutral. I don't care. Maybe I should. I don't get emotional with these type of stocks. I don't. So with that being said, isn't JP Morgan past 2 weeks, retail traders have bought 8 billion of equities, the largest inflow in 2 years. 2 years is a big deal to me, especially when you have the beginning of the year and you're actually coming into a slow seasonality, which by the way, and it's not convenient thinking, that's not my attitude never or ever, is that I get where the seasonality comes from. And I posted this on Friday before the close, another Jesus post. The little guys, retailers are right, they're close. And it was short CCJ, by the way, UNG. Go to the video. Everybody, they're all in. Does it mean that they're all in Meta? I doubt it. Maybe they're all in Chevron. It's not a way to look at it. All in means it doesn't matter. It's a sentiment and emotion. It's not like they're crowding in one ETF, which obviously nobody does. There's Tony Pistachio. Lay down, kid. Top performing industry groups. Another 5 to 10 best stocks in the group. Don't have to worry about anything. Biggest influence financials since January 2022. Day late. Look at the big daddies today. We'll look at the Fins. Earnings week. Look at this. Oh, by the way, this is beautiful. At the risk of being dramatic, that earnings situation is it's chartboard. That's what it is to me. Look at it, Planeteer, NXPI, KD, FN. Oh my Merck, Amgen. What are they going to do? Oh my God, Amgen. All right. Fear greed. I'll give you an update right when I get off. Trust. Well, I don't know where it is, man. It's new high. Coach firing away. Thank you, Dale. Coach Dale. I put UNG in the close. And do me a favor, okay? If anything happens, it was like 3:58 p.m. Eastern. Do one thing for me. It's a favor. Click the red YouTube button. Mike V. Where were we? Power hour. Be lamenting on UNG. This was at the close. UNG on Friday, as I posted. And I said I'm prepared to average down. I didn't know there would be a tariff situation. But by the way, the last time that on Friday, UNG unwound, or at least or nat gas, everybody got margin called out. I bought it. Did it again. I don't care if it's tariffs. So they were at UNG, bought it. What are you gonna do next? Well, you know what? Was that live, Jeff? Are you there? Oh, Jeff isn't there. That was from freaking Friday. Sorry. All right, so natural gas. It's a Hyundai. Coach again. Always upgrades, downgrades. You have an opinion about it? Ask him. AGQ. Get into more things in a second. Market small bounce. You had your own mag, huh? I like it. I like the symbol. I cannot like the symbol mag of a mag of Belvedere vodka and a case of Red Bull. Oh, it sounds good. Okay, let's do this. Let's get into some charts and calls. Now, this is what took the market up a touch. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. You do, listen. It's one of the best things to do is not do anything. Collins, this guy's chirping all over the place. I want to make a point. Movers. VKTX, Viking Therapeutics destroyed. This is what happened. I posted on TGH, but for those that want to scroll through my feed, you can always delete it. Market bounces off a good conversation with Mexican president, holding tariffs back for a month. You know what it was? Donald Trump, part of the deal. Said, all right, I'll double them. But it is a long day. No hurry. All right. Like I said, after this headline, and I will get back to TGH, uh, this is where Jim Cramer tweeted. I did this 25 minutes ago. Man, same quote. If you're not in the respective stocks, if you weren't in them, would you be in them now considering the conditions? And by the way, XPET, by the way, another one breaking. I gotta write that down. Would you do it? And that's where we really can have an opportunity to regroup and see what's going on. All right, so I'll get there in a second. XPET, there's the hot stocks right here. For those that follow. Tim, Lewis, I know you're on this thing. And XPET. All right, now let's get to the board. If you hear the snow, there's a snow plow behind me. Freaking snowing. Here you go. Here's Tim. The market's ripping. That's nice to see. There you go. Tim, active. IBM. Flag. Same thing. I got know what Roblox is. Roblox right there. These KC and GDS, these China stocks pop. Let's look at the big daddy of them all. There you go. There's Meta. Does it hit 700? Maybe it hits. Maybe it teases everybody for the 700. And then never sees 7 again. Is it a possibility? Maybe. BP equals XPEF. I don't know. Is XPEF? Boom, boom, boom. Right? Is that some sort of boom drive situation? Doesn't this thing have like 18 all over it? Boom, boom. I don't. Looks good. Etsy taking tariffs away. Actually, that pulled back. Viking, what's this one? BKTX. I hope this thing goes up to the public. Because you know what? The boys, I know a lot of sharp people that are buried in this thing. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Even below that gap. And they said here, it looks good. I've been there. VIX. The VIX is at the low. There you go. There's the VIX now. What are you going to do? VIX going to the 50-day. Or the 8-day. Broke down at the 200-day technicals. You know what? I would actually buy some here. What's going on? Do I have anything that's moving for crying out loud? CCJ came in shorted, made 13,000. Let's go by one. Fuel Cell getting annihilated in this. Trust me. Heyo, penny stock. I'm not buying any more pennies anymore. JMIA, I have 224,000. I'm down 10 cents. Coles, 40,000, down 10 cents. 38% short interest. Should be down a lot more with tariffs. Lennar came in shorted, made some money. Moss sold some at the high over there. I think I sold some at 27. What am I going to do with Moss? I sold some. I averaged down. I sold it right before I came in the air at Chunker. 27.13. Now I'm in trouble in Moss, if you will. Now what do I? They look beautiful. Oh. Now everybody's underwater. Now the problem with this thing, and now I got to work the trade. It's prone to news, tariffs. Now I got below the moving averages. Then I have a gap. It's going to take a while if it's really going to pop back to where it was. So I'm collared in the thing. Bastard. All right, what else? Disney, Ray, RGTI got my money back. RXO didn't get my money back. UNG made my money back. BTDR, EH, BITX, and that's it. So what's going on here? Meta. Amazon's the one still. So far. And many would argue that it's probably not going to break high. Again, until then, Celestica, another hot stock with a PayPal. Here's the board. Lunar. Snow. Uber. You know what I saw? Uber. Lyft. Oh, let me tell you what I said about Lyft. Lyft said Lyft was under the, but you know what? Maybe I said it could have gone there. I saw calls really going off at 1334, 1378. There's a lot going on. And my man, I missed Lyft. The calls did work. Uber's acting well. Uber has earnings, as you saw. Anyway, BP unconfirmed takeover. British Petroleum. You know what's got to somebody British Petroleum unconfirmed takeover? Who would? Well, it's got to be like something even bigger, like Royal Dutch or Sunoco. But you know what's got to take over British Petroleum? It's like taking over Apple. You know how much cash you got to have to take over BP? Keep it in mind. Aqua. All right, they're coming in a little bit. Where is this? Dave Rigetti. I don't like this thing. This Dave Rigetti. How many have this thing? Sell 4. Sell 4,000 Dave Rigetti. Netflix. Flagging. That's pure. That's pure. What a comeback. APLD off the moving averages. Lunar. Uber. Billy. MU. DMD. $2 off the low. Go take it. Tesla. What are you going to do? EMPH, that thing's up like that. And you can't take a fuel cell. But EMPH is up freaking. That's no problem. Everybody forgot. IBM, Western Ditch, don't like it. Don't disagree. VFC didn't buy it in the hole. Sweet Green back. No. Hims. That's the one. This Tem and Hims. Reddit. More. Same thing. Reddit, Amazon. They all look like that. Google. They'll look like that. They're going to break new highs? Fine. Let it settle. I don't know. I'm not that good at it. Here you go. AMD. As the Jesus feed points out. AMD taking calls. Is Tem. They're piling into it. AMD, a wise guy for $1 million. $3 million. $750,000 for April. See, April. Hold on. AMD. 130 is out of the money. I don't know what that's about. But AMD earnings tomorrow after the close. Reminder. Let's see what's moving here. The past 60 minutes or period. My posture will be better. What is it, Friday? Man. Percent gainers of the day. If it doesn't have 500,000 as of now, I'm not kidding, 500,000. The stocks that have low floaters are going to be the one, in my opinion, that actually work a little bit. I'd say a lot of size, but there needs to be a new rotation. Like I said, the previous mention, even Mag 7 are getting stale to a degree. Stale. I'm saying they can't go up. It feels stale. KC and the Sunshine Band. MX, not interested. GDS goes with KC, both China. JG, this one was hot. This other one that offered DeepSeek, but that's a dead cat bounce. Not in. No interest. UNG up there. Opposite Tesla. Reverse ETFs. IAG, gold. Gold, silver. Hims brought it up. XPEP brought it up. TPX, no one listened, not even myself. CDE, couple of miners, and a short Bitcoin. Percent losers on the day. Reverse ETFs all the way on Bitcoin and natural gas and Tesla. So what it says, speculation. Bitcoin. Nat gas, Ethereum. All Tesla ETFs, an Apple ETF, and people are screwing around with these things. But there's a BP takeover. BP. British Petroleum is going to save the market. First of all, this BP was good. Stock 30.60 to 31. Stock went 50 cents. If I was short BP, it'd be up 9. That's the thinking. So it's dead. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not my situation. This is where the cliches come. Small positions lead to big losers. Up the field of cattle. Let's go to a couple other daddies. from the past week. Let's go over our big stocks that I didn't read the proverbial New York Times with my dachshund sitting on my lap with a pipe, wondering why UPS was down so much. Worked. Caterpillar, same situation. Off the 200-day, big deal. FedEx, they were buying calls. Yeah. Microsoft. I don't know. Up to you. Chevron and Exxon the days after earnings. All right. Still, that's what the close was. I mean, you shorted. They both closed, fairly weakly. So you're probably even in Chevron and Exxon now, even though the charts look like it. I mean, they have a lot of programs selling into the close. And I'm going to leave it with a couple of situations that I have written down. Shippers, FRO looks good. Taking calls. We took back the Panama Canal. No, STNG on my list. You could do worse. You could do better. Fro's taking calls. This is why I wrote it down. Zim, the low floater special, no interest. DHT, they actually one of the best of breeds. DHT. DHT is a shipper, and DHT is on the list. Not to say it's going to work. I've been in this. All right, can we leave it there? Any questions from the family? Good job of keeping two less windows open. PSLL. I'm watching. Listen, it is too small for me, Mick. But if it's moving, it's going to have the same simple, especially with some volume. I want to know how it trades. Thank you. Yeah. Mag. I like the mag. I like the mag. They like hymns. They like hers. And this, you know what I wanted to say? That has a chance. ODD. There's no volume. That's like in the AI health sector in the such. LUV, love. Delta Airlines are at the high. That's it. General Motors, right at the 200-day. Apple, Coach, short, if I remember correctly, right above that. Nice. TLT, false. I'll leave it there, right? Thanks for tuning in. Let's check the YouTube. Today. I'll leave that. Okay, gents. Be back for 3 p.m. power hour. Right now, I'm going, this is old school. Going stocks with range, stocks below yesterday's low, stocks above, stocks trading above the yesterday's high with 150% volume, stocks below the 8 and 21. All these little queries that I have here. I mean, it just starts with a plan. It goes from there. It's not the only plan,